Now to a story about a woman who actually ran away with the circus to escape abuse. It's about a woman who ran away to escape it. Think about everything she had to endure there.
She's now on a mission to help others do the same in her home country of Mongolia. Now, during this Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, Pauline Lee shares her food for thought.
Here we go.
At her home in St. Paul.
You know, not a lot of people have a yurt in their backyard.
Oh, I don't think so. All right, got it. Thank you.
Chimgee Haltarhuu
Oh, wow.
doesn't have to go far for a taste of her childhood home of Mongolia.
I grew up a house like this.
How often do you cook in your yurt?
Oh, lot.
Flavors still savored
It's ready to go.
in a timeless family recipe for beef dumplings.
So we're gonna cut it.
It's an art that began for her at a young age.
7, 8, I'm already helping my mom, and so you hold like that.
One that's a reminder of the good times,
Oh yeah.
but also the hard times.
What was life like growing up in Mongolia?
I could say yes, happy, but also okay childhood.
Growing up in Mongolia, Chimgee fell in love with gymnastics.
But I loved it, and I like to do all the tumbling. And
That love fueled a passion for performing.
I said, yes, I want to go. I want to be a circus performer.
She beat out hundreds of applicants to be accepted in the Mongolian State Circus College and graduated at the top of her class. Soon she was traveling internationally, living out her dream.
It's amazing art, amazing thing.
But behind the smile and colorful costumes lied a dark family secret.
I grew up watching domestic abuse, and I was in the situation.
When you say abuse, you were hit.
Yes, very much.
She says that cycle continued into her first marriage.
7 years. So I had some damage, broke my jaw, some big issues.
A tough topic of conversation for a very long time.
Especially in Asian cultures, because I feel like we don't talk about it at all.
Yeah, it's a culture thing, right?
But in 1991, a way out. The Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus handpicked her act to join them under their big top in America.
So you ran away with the circus?
Yes, circus saved my life and completely changed my life.
She left her husband behind, took their young son, and never looked back. Together, they toured with the famed Greatest Show on Earth. Eventually, she found her way to Minnesota, remarried, and began teaching with Circus Juventus.
I love my job.
But something was always missing.
Even I came here, United States, have a great life and great husband, great job. I can't forget this is never, I just have to do something,
So she started her own nonprofit, Mission Mandahai, named after the great Mongolian female warrior.
Amazing woman. I want to be like her.
The mission to travel to Mongolia's most rural and underdeveloped communities to provide free circus shows featuring both American and Mongolian performers and raise awareness of domestic abuse.
Before the show, just a quick, short and sweet. So this is a show we're doing, raise awareness of domestic abuse.
The performers then help reinforce that message during the show.
We hold the poster, so we're saying abuse is not right. After the final bow, we give information and the hotline number.
Each trip is packed with dozens of free performances within several weeks, and after every stop, the phones light up at the Mongolian National Center Against Violence.
When we there, power, hey, you know what? People there to help, so I want to talk.
She's made 10 trips in the last 13 years.
You've helped hundreds, if not thousands
Hundreds
of
and
people.
thousands, I will say, because 10 years, that many people. I'm going to put a little more.
But financing each trip gets harder and harder.
Pinch here.
Fundraisers with performances from Circus Juventus and Mission Mandahai have helped.
Yes.
But now she's launching a new fundraiser ahead of her next trip this August.
Yeah. Oh, better, see?
That wasn't bad.
Yeah, do it again.
One that offers some food for thought.
We can steam it or eat it.
An invitation to her yurt.
Eat while it's hot.
I have one left.
A lesson in dumpling making.
Look at that steam.
And a conversation across cultures.
That's delicious.
Sharing a taste of home.
Hopefully, a lot of people interested to come and support.
In hopes of making an impact around the world.
Rest of my life, and I'm talk and help. And I don't want them to go through my life. And you know, I don't want them to experience. So I just want to do something.
It's a very powerful story, Pauline.
It is, and I think it's a story that a lot of people can relate to. That it's a struggle for a lot of people, and it's not comfortable to talk about, but you have to talk about it.
Yeah, and I think about her and her son, and just making that decision to leave the only place they've ever known, and leave the security of where they are to go off to the circus, and what she has been able to do with all of that. I can't even imagine.
And this didn't actually make it into her story, but her first husband was also a circus performer. They met at Circus College. His act was not chosen by Ringling Brothers, and they had a rule at the time that no children could travel with them. But her act was so good, they wanted it so bad, they made an exception for her.
That's incredible.
Wow.
So you can call it fate, you can call it, you know, divine intervention, what have you.
Wow.
You mentioned that her fundraiser actually starts today, kicks off today?
Yes, so that dumpling fundraiser, if you want to go, join and venture in her yurt, you can, and you can sign up for that. You can learn how to make dumplings, have that important conversation with her, learn more about her mission. This is going to be the first of many dumpling making fundraisers, right? So from now until August, her next trip, she wants to have multiple fundraisers, have multiple people. So grab, you know, 4 or 5 of your closest friends. Go into a yurt, learn how to make dumplings, enjoy.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna.
I mean, but Pauline also said the dumplings were really good.
They were so good. So they were so good.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win. You get to learn a new skill, and you learn about a great cause.
And how cool is that yurt in her backyard?
Yeah, like of all things you'd never expect to see in someone's backyard, there's a yurt in the backyard.
Yeah, it is so cool. So we do have more information if you want to sign up. It's on our website, WCCO.com. By the way, Mission Mandahai is also having a fundraising performance. It's going to happen in June as well. And there's a lot more to this story that didn't make it into this actual version that aired. And we have an extended piece also on our website, WCCO.com.
Oh, good. We'll check that out too.
Check that out.
Awesome. Pauline, thank you. Thank you for sharing that story.